Hi everyone, I welcome you back to my channel. I greet you according to your time zone. So today's recipe is a quick one as usual. It's all about this luscious and vibrant looking vegetable soup, also known as Edikaikong. Do you want to know how I prepare this? Keep watching as I show you. Everything that I'm going to be using for this soup will be listed on the description box below. Please do check it out. Also remember, you can add yours or even reduce on the things that I used. And everything that I'm using has already been washed and prepped. So in my pot, I added the proteins that I'm using, though some of it. Add onions, seasoning cubes and thyme. Adding my frozen fresh fish, which I'll allow to cook before I'll remove it, then debone it before adding it back to the soup. So I'll add little water. This soup requires little water to cook with because it does not contain any soup thickener. So instead of adding a big water at a go, you can add it bit by bit if necessary. So after bringing everything to boil, I added my already washed stockfish and dry fish. Then add some salt. Continue cooking. So if today is your first time of coming across my video, you are welcome. Please consider subscribing, clicking on the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. And to my old returnees, I thank you so much. I really appreciate. To my subscribers, you are the best. And if you have been returning to watch my videos and you have not subscribed, why now? Subscribe and join the family. So at this stage, I am just checking if the water that I have in the pot is still okay for me to continue cooking, and everything seems fine. So I'll add in my cow skin, also known as momo or kanda, and then the fish is cooked. I'll go ahead to remove the fish, the bone, and add later. So it's time to add my cow food. So the cow food, I have already pre-cooked it. I only cooked it with enough water, enough onions and seasoning cubes. I don't like cooking my cow food with so many spices because cow food for me has its own natural taste, which I don't want to interfere. So after I brought everything to boil, I'll go ahead to add in my red palm oil. Red palm oil in this soup requires to add as early as possible because we want the oil to cook very well. So if the oil, from my own personal experience, if oil in this particular soup is not well cooked, it has this tangy taste. I don't know if the oil that I used was wrong or something like that, but if you don't add it on time, it has this tangy taste. So it's advisable to add it on time so that everything will cook properly. So I'll go ahead to add half of the crayfish that I'm going to be using for this soup, and then some periwinkles. I'm going to be using the half later. So this time is all about allowing the meat and the oil to cook together. At this stage, everything is well cooked. I'm using 4 types of vegetables here: silver beet, frozen kale and spinach, and water leaf. So I'm adding the fish that I deboned earlier. So I'm adding these 4 types of vegetables just because they are available. So if only one vegetable is around, make use of it. If you have 2, is fine too. So I'm using these 4 because they are available at the time I was cooking. So I decided to use everything. So now I'm adding my silver beet as the first vegetable. Give it a stir and allow it to cook for like 1 minute or 2 before adding the rest vegetables. time to add in my frozen spinach and kale. Then I'll give it a stir, cover the pot to allow it to cook, because I want to make sure that the is frozen and everything is well cooked. At this stage, you can give it a taste just to know that everything is well balanced. Like in this soup, I did not use any habanero pepper at all, so feel free to add pepper to your own tolerance. So I'll go ahead to add my water leaf, add some salt. I gave it a taste. I found out I needed some salt, and then adding the crayfish that I told you earlier on. Adding crayfish as one of the last ingredients in this soup. Oh my goodness. So it's good to add crayfish. That's if you like the taste, but for me, it takes the soup to another level. So I'll give everything a stir, and then adding my fine diced red capsicum. I added this red capsicum just for the color. It's only optional. Yeah, I added this just for the color, nothing else. Yeah, so it's just optional. So at this stage, I'm going to give it a proper mix. Make sure that everything is well balanced, and then allow it to cook or simmer for like 3 minutes, and the soup is done. So what are you going to be enjoying this soup with? One thing I love about this soup, it is versatile. You can use it for so many things like boiled rice, yam, plantain, even mashed potato, and then of course the swallow. Any type of swallow goes well with this. Even me, I enjoyed having this, or I enjoy having vegetable soup with white rice. So I would like to hear from you on the comment section. When are you going to prepare this? And please feel free to invite your friends, share my links. Oh dear, please share me out, even on your Facebook. If you see any of my recipe that you love, share it on your Facebook page so you don't, miss it or start looking for it when you are ready to prepare it. And this is the end result of the soup. I hope you enjoyed this. See you on my next video. Bye bye.